Top 10 Most Popular Westerns of 1950. The channel for westerns and more. Determining the year with the most western movies is tricky, but available information shows 1950 as the peak year for western film production, between 100 to 140, depending on the source. The 1950s were a golden age for westerns, with 1950 being a particularly prolific year due to the genre's peak popularity. Today we will take a look at the 10 most popular westerns released in 1950. Popularity is assessed by contemporary reception, enduring legacy, and cultural impact, with a focus on films frequently cited in rankings and retrospectives. If you enjoy this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description below. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it. Rocky Mountain, directed by William Kiley. Errol Flynn's final western. This film, about a Confederate soldier in the West, was a modest hit, valued for its action and Flynn's star power. Its historical setting appealed to post-war audiences. IMDb rating 6.8 out of 10. John Wayne was offered $200,000 but refused the lead role. Film debut of Slim Pickens.
That carried them across 2,000 perilous miles of enemy territory, only to be challenged with greater dangers on the rock. The mysterious renegade they'd come to meet, the constant threat of searching enemy patrols, the mounting fury of hostile Indian war drums, and finally a woman whose very presence among these 8 men was the greatest danger of all.
Go! If you make a noise, they'll all be killed. There's a gun covering every one of them. One sound out of you, and we'll shoot.
You wouldn't kill them in cold blood.
That's up to you.
You're willing to let her life depend on that miserable outlaw?
You better hope so.
You mean to say you'd shoot down unarmed prisoners?
Isn't that what you planned for me? Well, what do you say?
Well, it's up to me, too, and I say no. You can hold out up here until help comes.
They know there's only 8 of us. We could kill a few, but we couldn't stop them.
Well, then let's do what he said. Everybody take the same chance.
They've seen our backs. Let's show them our faces. Charge!
Two Flags West, directed by Robert Wise. A lesser-known but popular film about Confederate prisoners aiding Union soldiers against Native Americans, starring Joseph Cotton and Jeff Chandler. It resonated for its Civil War themes and tense drama. IMDb rating 6.7 out of 10. Jeff Chandler, who was in the very early stages of his career, admired Joseph Cotton so much that he would show up to watch the veteran actor work, even when he was not scheduled to be there.
4 forceful personalities who would strike sparks of drama and romance anywhere they met. In New York in the 1950s, or in New Mexico in the 1860s. Well, they're signaling me to come back to the set, so just one word more. Two Flags West is every man's, and especially every woman's, idea of a great romantic adventure.
Annie Get Your Gun, directed by George Sidney. A musical western starring Betty Hutton as Annie Oakley. This adaptation of the Broadway hit was a box office success due to its catchy songs, such as Anything You Can Do, and vibrant energy. IMDb rating 6.8 out of 10. Howard Keel broke his leg during filming when a horse fell on it. Betty Hutton and Howard Keel did not get along during filming. Keel thought that Hutton cared more about her career than her co-stars. Devil's Doorway, directed by Anthony Mann. Robert Taylor plays a Native American Civil War veteran facing prejudice. This socially conscious Western was ahead of its time, addressing racism and injustice, and gained significant attention. IMDb rating 7.2 out of 10. Robert Taylor was widely considered to be miscast as a Native American Indian.
Then I don't believe you. When you found out I could be lonely for a woman like any other man, you stayed on the safe side of the fence. How much does my life mean to you, Worry? What would you give to see me live?
The Furies, directed by Anthony Mann. Barbara Stanwyck stars as a complex, vengeful rancher's daughter in this Western noir. Its psychological depth and strong performances, including Walter Huston's last role, made it a bold, popular entry. IMDb rating 7.2 out of 10. Final film of Walter Huston. He died before the film was released. The film cast includes one Oscar winner, Walter Huston, and 3 Oscar nominees, Judith Anderson, Beulah Bondi, and Barbara Stanwyck.
Didn't want to take on the Furies, that's all I need. Word to get back to your father, you've been here. You have brains enough to know that?
Conflict that flames across the dark domain of the Furies as the girl who ruled it fights to dominate 3 strong men and the woman who threatened her empire.
And my dear, please remember, you will always be welcome at the Furies. There will always be a room for you. Won't there, Temple?
Do you want me to beg? Do you want me on my knees to you for his life?
I'd hang him anyway.
It's me you should have hung. Take a good long look at me, T.C. You won't see me again until the day I take your world away.
Broken Arrow, directed by Delmer Daves. James Stewart plays Tom Jeffords, who seeks peace between settlers and Apaches, noted for its sympathetic portrayal of Native Americans, uncommon for the era. It was a critical and commercial hit. IMDb rating 7.1 out of 10. At 41, James Stewart was 26 years older than Deborah Paget, who was still only 15 when filming began in early June 1949.
I started into the canyons that were the beginning of Cochise's country. I never felt so lonely and so dog-scared in my life. For 3 days, I climbed higher into the mountains in which the Apache stronghold was hidden. On the afternoon of the 3rd day, I was nearing the entrance to the stronghold. Juan had told me what to look for. I knew then that Cochise had given me permission to enter. I kept my hands visible, away from my weapons, and I tried to look at ease.
They could have killed. Put away your gun. I know my people. They have been watching us. They see I am not harmed. This is clear talk. It says they can still kill.
Wagon Master, directed by John Ford. Another Ford classic, this film follows Mormon pioneers led by young trail guides Ben Johnson, Harry Carey Jr., praised for its lyrical visuals and optimistic portrayal of frontier life. It's considered one of Ford's most beautiful westerns. IMDb rating 7.1 out of 10. Ben Johnson did all his own stunts. The movie begins shortly before opening credits, very unusual for this period.
I'm not leaving them down, that's flat.
You're hired out to... Hold on there, both of you. Just calm down.
Rio Grande, directed by John Ford, the final entry in Ford's Cavalry trilogy, starring John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, explores post-Civil War reconciliation. Its mix of action, romance, and optimism resonated with audiences. IMDb rating 7 out of 10. Of all the shooting locations, none are near or on the Rio Grande. It flows only in Colorado, New Mexico, and Texas.
Official records, you're my son. But on this post, you're just another trooper. I don't want you men to be fooled about what's coming up for you. I've chosen my way of life. Hope you have the guts to endure it.
He shouldn't have enlisted. I've come to take Jeff home.
He signed enlistment papers. He took an oath.
I'm gonna work this out my own way.
It concentrated 3 tribes. This means real trouble, gentlemen.
I want you to cross the Rio Grande. Hit the Apache and burn him out. I'm tired of hit and run. I'm sick of diplomatic hide and seek.
I waited a long time for that order, sir.
Ramrod, wreckage and ruin. Still the same curve.
Jeff must learn that a man's word to anything, even his own destruction, must be honored.
Winchester 73, directed by Anthony Mann. James Stewart stars in this tale of a prized rifle changing hands, blending action with dark character studies. Its innovative storytelling and strong cast, including Shelley Winters, cemented its status as a classic. IMDb rating 7.6 out of 10. James Stewart credited this film with saving and redefining his career after a series of post-war flops threatened to seriously damage it.
Whose personal feud led to one of the grimmest manhunts ever filmed. Shelley Winters, trigger sharp and dangerous in her own way. Dan Duryea as vicious Waco Johnny Dean, who killed to get the gun. Stephen McNally, brutal, deadly, who wanted the rifle to slaughter men.
Sound like an Indian trader, but with all that smoke in the hills and you with no gun. Why don't you
The man's right. Give him a gun.
Supposing I don't tell you. Then what?
Where is he? Where is he?
Just in case you...
I know how to use it. I understand about the last one.
The Gunfighter, directed by Henry King, starring Gregory Peck as Jimmy Ringo, a weary gunslinger seeking redemption. This film is a psychological western that influenced later revisionist works. Its Oscar-nominated screenplay and Peck's iconic performance made it a standout. IMDb rating 7.7 out of 10. The Western Street in this film is the same one used in The Oxbow Incident, 1943. If you enjoyed this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description below. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. The channel for westerns and more.